Network. The Browns announced they will not pick up the fifth-year option for quarterback Kenny Pickett, according to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. Pickett, a 2022 first-round pick by the Steelers, was traded from the Eagles to the Browns this offseason. Titans general manager Mike Borgonzi says the team isn't ready to name Cam Ward the starting quarterback yet. The number one overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft will compete for reps, with head coach Brian Callahan saying, "We have a plan in place on how to divide reps this offseason, and there will be plenty of opportunities for all of the quarterbacks on the roster." The Giants traded back into the first round last Thursday to select quarterback Jackson Dart with the 25th overall pick. Dart joins a crowded quarterback room that includes Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, and Tommy DeVito. General manager Joe Shane told SiriusXM NFL Radio he expects Dart to come in, learn the offense, and benefit from sitting behind experienced veterans. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
All right, when it comes to getting life insurance for your family, a lot of excuses can get in the way. But ask yourself this: if something were to happen to me, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' education, and the other bills? Then forget the excuses and check out Ethos Life, the online, easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day or $30 a month, with a few health questions and no medical exam. Get your free quote right now at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary.
Lowe's knows Mother's Day is just around the corner, and there's no better time to refresh your garden. Right now, get 5 bags of 1.5 cubic foot Scott's Naturescapes mulch for $10. Plus, select 1.5 gallon annuals hanging baskets make the perfect gift. Now 2 for only $20. The best garden starts with great deals. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 5/7. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase.
We are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. Good day, May 2nd. Yes, okay, we're going to celebrate May 2nd, mainly because it's a Friday. And that's good enough reason for me to celebrate. Yes, all sorts of things going on around the valley. They started yesterday, they continue today. They continue into the weekend. Boy. And then Monday, of course, is Cinco de Mayo. Yeah. And I always get a kick out of that, Jared. Cinco de Mayo, a bigger holiday in the U.S. than it is in Mexico, right?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, well. And, any reason to celebrate. And that's okay with me.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, it's one of those fun days. Okay. Anyway, let's see. Oh, Starbucks built a new store in Brownsville, Texas. Did you hear about this?
No.
They built it piece by piece using a 3D printer.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty tough construction project. They kept running out of magenta. My son-in-law runs, at last count, about 12 3D printers.
Wow.
And nothing big enough, I don't think, to build a Starbucks, but it's got a little side business.
Nice.
Where, yeah, he makes the table pieces for the strategy games.
Yeah, I remember for the Warhammer 40K games and other
War
games
Chest
like
Creations, yes.
Yeah, very cool, very cool.
Yeah.
I wonder what it would take to have a 3D printer that could, build a car. I'm wondering if that's around the corner for us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the 3D printers pretty much they have built prosthetic arms and limbs.
Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff. That's why we need it. Yeah, I like that.
Okay. And I don't know if you are aware of this, but there are 3,000 different types of bacteria on a $1 bill. Which is why I spray each of mine with Lysol before going to the dollar store. Is there anything you can get at the dollar store for $1?
I don't know anymore. With the tariffs, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, a lot of stuff at the dollar store. I'm pretty sure it comes from China or somewhere over the seas.
Yeah, we'll make a road trip to the dollar store.
All right.
And it's interesting. Let's see what happens with the tariffs because we know where everything is coming from in the dollar store, right?
Basically, yeah.
Okay, how about some birthdays?
Birthday time.
Okay, singer Engelbert Humperdinck is 89. I just love saying the name. Actor David Suchet is 79. He is TV's Poirot. And singer Lou Graham of Foreigner, 75. Actor Christine Baranski, 73. Actor Ben Tocci is 66. Actor Elizabeth Berridge, 63. Actor Mitzi Kapture, 63. Wrestler turned actor turned, I'm not sure what The Rock does, Dwayne Johnson, 53. Actor Jenna Vanoy is 48. Actor Kumail Nanjiani is 47. Actor Ellie Kemper is 45. Actor Robert Buckley, no relation, is 44. Actor Gaius Charles is 42. Actor Kay Panabaker is 35. Local birthdays coming up.
Ooh, Del Taco?
Yep, they got these new boxes that are loaded with my faves.
Hell, big boxes, come on, can I get a Del, yeah? Del, yeah.
What was that?
Oh, I bring these guys everywhere. Really enhances the experience.
Introducing El Big Boxes from Del Taco. Choose from the $5 Classico, the $7 Mex Faves, and $9 Amerimex box. More food, more flavor, more value. Only at Del Taco.
Del, yeah.
Price of participation may vary.
We have happy birthday wishes for Vivian Robbins, Tracy Galindo, Martha Rodriguez, Marilyn Lebes, Karen King, Joe Encinas, Enrique Robledo, Devin Hill, Samantha Banaga, Raul Alvarez, and Ana Salgado. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay, and celebrate. You start today and run through Tuesday. That way you'll get the weekend and Cinco de Mayo and celebrate. And always remember, remember the saying, 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, floor. Yeah, that's pretty much the way it works.
If you're going to drink tequila, you got to sip on it. That's what I've learned from the older people in my family.
Okay, tequila, tequila, gin, vodka, any of those have never appealed to me.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, me neither.
Okay, at one time, 151 rum was a favorite.
Was that in your Army days?
That was while I was stationed in Wisconsin. 151 rum, and you wake up in the morning and you felt like there were 302 Puerto Ricans dancing in your head.
Yeah, and then you had to run after that or do some other fun stuff, right? No?
Anyway, we've got lots of news. We're going to tell you about a lot of the events that are going on this weekend. We crammed everything pretty much into this weekend. And maybe one of the reasons is next weekend is going to be Mother's Day. So you didn't want to put anything on, Mother's Day weekend, right?
No, Mama comes first.
You got it. Actually, first and second. Because Mother's Day will be Saturday and Sunday.
And Sunday, yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Let's jump in with a look at world and California news headlines. Brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. They deliver real-time updates about the air that we breathe.
CBS News Brief. President Trump says he is stripping Harvard University of its tax-exempt status. CBS News legal contributor Jessica Levinson.
The Internal Revenue Service, the IRS, not the president, has the authority to determine whether an entity qualifies for and or loses tax-exempt status.
Harvard says there is no legal basis for the move. The economy added 177,000 jobs in April, more than expected. But Eric Merlis at Citizen says don't pop any champagne corks yet.
Now, the good news is these are all very good numbers. The bad news, this doesn't take into account Liberation Day and the impacts from Trump policies.
Prince Harry has lost his appeal of the British government's decision to revoke his security detail.
The decision made by 3 senior judges here at the Court of Appeal. They rejected Prince Harry's appeal against a previous High Court decision.
The BBC's Helena Wilkinson in London. CBS News Brief. I'm Michael Wallace.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.gov. to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news. 3 people found dead inside a home in Solano County. The bodies found in a house in Sassoon City. Police Chief Aaron Roth saying a friend went to check on the house after being unable to reach anyone.
They came to the residence, they made entry into the residence and saw at least one individual on the ground, so they backed out and they called 911.
Officers didn't find any signs of a struggle that occurred inside the home. The victims were not shot or stabbed. May Day demonstrations around the state Thursday. Protesters in San Jose saying human rights and social justice are on the line.
We see an effort to dismantle government, to dismantle protections for immigrants, to dismantle public education, to harm immigrants, and to make sure that our trans and LGBT community does not feel safe.
Law enforcement describing the protests as largely peaceful. Smaller demonstrations supportive of the Trump administration, also visible in several areas of the state. Gas prices $4.77 a gallon, down 2 cents from last week, 11 cents cheaper than last month. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org for real-time information about the air that we breathe.
Military Appreciation Month brought to you by Progressive Insurance. The new movie Warfare recreates a firefight from the Iraq War. Navy SEAL Ray Mendoza, who co-wrote the film, says putting it on the big screen was one way veterans could talk about it openly.
20 years later, we never really talked about it at the time. You know, oftentimes you have to push that stuff down just to function in a war zone.
A riddle brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What do your home and auto have in common? Progressive protects them both. It was an easy riddle. Learn more at progressive.com.
Well, good morning, kiddo. I love that you're home from college. I've missed you.
Still taking your nature-made vitamins?
Every day. A multivitamin and a probiotic. You better be taking yours.
Still looking out for me, Mom.
I'll never stop.
Made to care for you every day. Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand. Find us in the vitamin aisle, based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the valley. Makes it easy. You'll find one at El Centro Motors, another in Brawley at the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
KXO News. A law enforcement memorial, the Imperial Valley Law Enforcement Memorial Ceremony, is Friday. Here's George Gale.
The ceremony will be held at the Imperial County Courthouse on Main Street in El Centro. The event is a tribute to the 49 law enforcement officers that have died in the line of duty in the Imperial Valley. There will be a motorcade procession assembling in front of the courthouse at 6:45 this evening. The ceremony starts promptly at 7 p.m. There will be guest speakers, followed by the reading of the names of each of the 49 officers, 21-gun salute, a flag-folding ceremony, taps, Amazing Grace, and a moment of silence with glow sticks representing a candlelight vigil. Public is encouraged to attend. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A major aquatic restoration project. It is part of the Salton Sea Management Program. It is currently filling with water. It is the largest expansion project at the Salton Sea, and it's part of the Conservation Habitat Project. This month marks a major critical milestone. For the first time, water is flowing into the first pond, the East Pond of the project. It is receiving a mixture of Salton Sea water and new river water. Once the East Pond is full, probably at the end of the month, they will move on to the next pond. Together, the ponds will provide 2,000 acres of habitat restoration, a little over 3 square miles. That is considered an important milestone in the Salton Sea Management Program. KXO Local News Time, 7:42.
Before you head out on the road, head into El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Ask for the works. Trained technicians will change the oil using up to 6 quarts of synthetic blend oil. Change the filter, rotate the tires, top off the fluids, check the belts, hoses, battery, and brakes, all for one low price. It's the works at Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, at El Centro Motors, the Imperial Valley Mall, and the Brawley Auto Center, or with their new mobile service wherever you are.
Annual Scholarship Barbecue. Here's George Gale.
It is the 72nd annual Imperial County Farm Bureau Scholarship Barbecue being held this evening at the Imperial Valley Food Bank on West Ayton Road in Imperial. The drive-through, a pickup, will be open from 5 to 7 p.m. Contact the Imperial County Farm Bureau for ticket information. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And we have more important events happening at the Salton Sea. Yeah, more Salton Sea stuff. The first is the Imperial Valley Salton Sea Conference. Yeah, that's going to be fun. It's going to be hosted by Los Amigos de la Comunidad. The conference will be held May 9th, and it is free. The second event is the annual Salton Sea Workshop, and it is being hosted by State Water Board on May 21st. They will present the annual report and discuss the status of the Salton Sea Management Program, and the workshop will run from 9 a.m. and continue until 6 p.m. It's an all-day thing, and it is being held at the Coachella Valley Unified School District Boardroom on Church Street in Thermal. Spanish interpretation will be provided, as well as materials translated into Spanish. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 and the weather coming up next.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the valley. They also have mobile service vans that come to you. Call El Centro Motors and schedule an appointment for the mobile service van to show up at your work or your house.
Enter to win a $50 gift certificate from 360 Business Product. No purchase necessary, and you need not be present to win. Simply log on to KXORadio.com. Click on the 360 Business Products Enter to Win giveaway link with your name, email address, or phone number, and you're entered. Or call KXO Radio 760-352-1230 with your name, address, and phone number. Your $50 value gift certificate can be redeemed for office products from 360 Business Products. Winner can win once a year. Winner to be announced end of every month.
Congratulations to local artist Marco Bejarano, the $50 gift certificate winner for April.
And it's page 2 of the local news with a side of weather, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the best burgers in town. Daily lunch specials Monday through Friday. Happy hour 3 till 6 p.m. every single day.
16th Annual Dancing with the Stars Gala returns tonight. Here's George Gale.
The Imperial Valley Regional Occupational Program Community Foundation will host the fundraising event at the Pippa Ballroom in the Kxo Casino. Celebrity stars at this year's event included Danny Arguelles, Eric Hansen, we have Alex Hauger, Kimberly Ortega, Keila Rodriguez, and Rebecca Terrazas Baxter. Celebrities team up with professional instructors in a dance competition to be judged of the best and for People's Choice honors. IBROP Community Foundation uses the event to raise money for scholarships and grants for local youth pursuing post-secondary education. Through the years, more than $380,000 has been awarded to over 400 students. Dancing with the Stars Gala kicks off at 6 p.m. Dance competition begins at 8 tonight. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Imperial County Humane Society wants to empty the shelter. The Bissell Pet Foundation is again underwriting adoptions at the local pet shelter. From May 1st through May 15th, all adoption fees are reduced to $25. The Imperial County Humane Society has plenty of puppies, dogs, kittens, and cats available for adoption. You visit the Humane Society shelter on Pico Avenue in El Centro anytime during business hours, and you can see the perfect pet. You can also view the available pets online at the Humane Society website. Why not pick up a little friend? IVC Hall of Fame. That's the Hall of Fame ceremonies. Here's George Gale.
The event is hosted by the IVC Foundation. It'll be held Saturday, tomorrow, at Imperial Valley College. It is an opportunity to support the college and the IVC Foundation as they honor their esteemed alumni. The Hall of Fame inductees include Judge Michael Adamanzane, Donna James Upshaw, Francisco Rodriguez, Ben Solano, and Dr. Esperanza Zendejas. Proceeds from this year's dinner will go towards the expanding IBC nursing program and the Lotus Living Tiny Home Village. Contact the IBC Foundation for more information. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Mental Health Awareness Month, and there's a mental health awareness campaign going on. It is being spearheaded by Womanhaven, a center for family solutions. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and Womanhaven is asking the public to show their support by wearing green every Friday of the month. Raise awareness by taking a photo and posting it on social media, tagging Womanhaven at Womanhaven. And Mental Health Awareness Week will be May 12th through the 16th. KXO News Time, 7:48. We'll take a look at weather up next.
Hungry for the best burger in town or an ice-cold beer? Did you know that Burgers & Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. For May specials, try our Pineapple Martini or an ice-cold bottle of Busch Light for $3.99. May plated a month is a machaca torta. And we now offer a new seasonal dessert, the Churro Ice Cream Sandwich. Burgers & Beer, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Open daily starting at 9. Burgers & Beer, for the best burger in town.
The National Weather Service says slightly above normal temperatures will continue into the weekend while a low-pressure system approaches the region. This will bring breezy to locally windy conditions across the Imperial Valley on Saturday and then to much of the area on Sunday. Much cooler temperatures will spread over the region beginning Sunday with highs in the 70s through Monday. A gradual warm-up is forecast through the rest of next week, with temperatures eventually reaching above normal at some point late in the week. 94 the high yesterday, 60 the overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 95. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 65. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Saturday will be sunny with a high near 94. Southeast wind 5 to 15, gusting up to 30 miles an hour, becoming west-southwest in the afternoon. Sunday, sunny with a high near 75. West wind about 20 miles an hour, gusting as high as 35 miles an hour. 71 degrees downtown, 36% relative humidity. Wind out of the southwest at about 3. Air quality moderate in Calexico and El Centro, good everywhere else. Local news, page 2, brought to you by Burgers & Beer. It's the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers & Beer.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, you know to check you have a full tank of gas first before road tripping through the desert.
Empty? Seriously? Maybe I can walk.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Maybe I can't.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Terms apply. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Hospital, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA action last night, the Knicks, they move on. Knicks beat the Pistons 116-113, and the Knicks will move on. The Clippers forced a Game 7. Clippers topped the Nuggets 111-105. That series tied at 3 games each. So where do we go today? It'll be Houston at Golden State. Saturday, the Clippers and Denver will tee it up. Sunday, Golden State and Houston, if necessary. And Indiana at Cleveland, Game 1. Yeah, well, the semifinals. It's all... Who knows where anybody's going to be in the NBA anymore?
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Major League Baseball action. The Cubs clobbered the Pirates 8-3. It was the Reds beating up on the Cardinals 9-1. Diamondbacks dumped the Mets 4-2. Royals ripped the Rays 8-2. Guardians nipped the Twins 4-3 in 10 innings. White Sox shut out the Brewers 8-0. The Athletics blanked the Rangers 3-0. Nationals over the Phillies 4-2. Blue Jays beat the Red Sox, same score, 4-2. Tigers over the Angels 10-4. Bad news for the Tigers. Mike Trout goes on the injured list with a bone bruise on his knee. And the Rockies edged the Giants 4-3 as well. And in other news, that fan who fell from the 21-foot-high Clemente wall in right field at PNC Park in Pittsburgh during Wednesday night's game, he's still in critical condition. The incident is being treated as accidental in nature. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Hospital. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you, your home, your business, your construction site 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. China says it is currently assessing proposals by the United States to begin trade talks in a subtle tone shift that could open the door for negotiations. A spokesperson for China's Commerce Ministry said in a statement, the U.S. has recently sent multiple messages to China through relevant parties, hoping to start talks with China. China is currently evaluating this. The comments signal a softening in Beijing's position, which has been steadfastly defiant amid heightened tensions with the U.S. because of President Donald Trump's tariff wars. And America's long resilient job market continues to defy expectations, even in the wake of swirling uncertainty. According to CNN, the U.S. economy added a surprisingly strong 177,000 jobs in April, a slight slowdown from March's downwardly revised 185,000 gains, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. April's gain was stronger than the average pace of monthly job growth in the prior 3 months. Meanwhile, the unemployment rate was unchanged at 4.2%, a historically low level. And on that news, U.S. stocks moved higher as investors digested the report. Right now, the Dow up 433 points at 41,188. The S&P 500 up 68 points at 56.71. The NASDAQ up 218 points at 17,928. Gold up $4.30 an ounce. Told you should have bought it yesterday. Oil down 93 cents a barrel. And of course, as I always say, that means immediate reductions at the gas pump. Coming up, a brief look at the weather.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in the Imperial Valley and Coachella Valley. The mission has always been to protect your property, whether it's your home, business, or construction site. Your satisfaction is their #1 priority. Make that phone call today to protect your property by calling Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 760-970-4500. And don't forget about Southwest Postal, your one-stop shipping center. Plus, they offer you 24-hour mailbox rental located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro.
Sunny skies today with a high near 95. South-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 65. South-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Saturday sunny with a high near 94. Southeast wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 30 miles an hour. Those winds will turn west-southwest in the afternoon. On Sunday, it will be sunny with a high near 75. West wind about 20 miles an hour, gusting up to 35 miles an hour. 73 degrees, 35% relative humidity. Air quality moderate in El Centro and Calexico, good everywhere else. Financial news brought to you by Southwest Postal, the only postal box service in the valley with 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service. You'll find them at 4th and Heil, El Centro.
Bueno, les voy a contar un pequeño secreto. Wendy's has this new Cajun crunch. Hard on this Sammy. Está repleto with bold Cajun flavors y cubierto con cebollas crujientes para un delicioso crunch in every bite. Todo sobre el icónico spicy chicken sandwich de Wendy's. It's honestly como el sandwich de mis sueños. I hope it likes me back. Para un sandwich you'll love, gotta be Wendy's. Abierto hasta la medianoche más tarde. Solo por tiempo limitado en Wendy's participantes de los Estados Unidos. El horario puede variar según la ubicación.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile Business Advantage.
I'm Steve Kathan. President Trump vowed again today to strip Harvard University of its tax-exempt status for refusing government demands for changes in leadership and admissions policy. CBS's Stacey Lynn.
In a post on Truth Social, the president made the announcement saying it's what they deserve. Harvard's president has said revoking the status would be unlawful. The decision will likely face legal challenges. The move comes just weeks after the president froze more than $2.2 billion in federal funding for the school over its refusal to help stamp out alleged anti-Semitism and hate on campus.
The government reports 177,000 jobs were created last month. Bank of America economist Stephen Junot says employers kept on hiring in the face of tariff concerns and a drop in consumer confidence.
Sentiment has certainly taken a nosedive, but for the time being, it's very hard to see any signs that the economy really is teetering on the brink of a contraction.
The Trump administration asking the Supreme Court to strip temporary legal protections from 350,000 Venezuelans, potentially exposing them to being deported. CBS's Manuel Bojorquez has more on what officials are saying about the latest immigration sweep in Florida.
Immigration officials say a majority of the arrested had criminal records, including someone convicted of murder and multiple alleged gang members. But advocate groups and families say people with pending asylum cases and no violent history were detained too.
The Associated Press has obtained detailed Army plans for a potential military parade June 14th. Calling for more than 6,600 soldiers, at least 150 vehicles, 50 helicopters to mark the Army's 250th birthday, same day as President Trump's birthday. In the UK, a judge has handed Prince Harry a defeat as he looked to restore his royal security when visiting Britain. CBS's Holly Williams in London.
The court said that the decision taken to change security arrangements for Harry and his family was a, quote, understandable reaction to his decision to step down as a so-called working royal back in 2020.
The U.S. Geological Survey says a 7.4 earthquake hit off the southern coasts of Chile and Argentina, prompting evacuations. Comic performer Ruth Buzzy has died at 88. She made her name in the late 1960s on Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In and on TV roasts. Here taking aim at Lucille Ball.
You see that nice, fresh look she always had over the years? Do you think that's natural? Bourgeois!
Wall Street, the Dow is up 468 points. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice55 and start saving today.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. 2 lines of unlimited for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings compared to Verizon and AT&T. But don't just take our word for it.
It's not just the savings that are great with our T-Mobile plan. There's all this value from all these other things that T-Mobile offers.
T-Mobile has been such a savings for us.
We love it.
Switch today and get 2 free 5G phones like the Motorola Edge with Turbo Power charging that gives you power for the day in just 15 minutes. And customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Go to T-Mobile.com/55 to learn more.
It's 24 monthly bill credits and 2 new lines with autopay for well-qualified customers plus taxes, fees, and $35 per line connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. See details at T-Mobile.com. Motorola Edge requires 68-watt charger. Chargers sold separately. Actual performance will vary based on usage and configuration.
The memorial at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, has been vandalized, and police are looking to solve the crime.
Someone moved the white wooden crosses bearing the names of the 19 children and 2 teachers who were killed in the 2022 mass shooting and damaged at least 1 cross. Uvalde Police Chief Homer Delgado says state troopers are supposed to be monitoring the site 24/7, but
ultimately, it's my job. So I take full responsibility for this.
This is sacred ground. Vincent Salazar's 6-year-old granddaughter, Layla, was killed in the shooting.
For me, it's disgusting to see what they've done here.
Michael Wallace, CBS News.
From South America, word that Sister Ina Canabaro, a Brazilian nun who was the world's oldest person, has died at age 116. She was confirmed in January as the world's oldest person, would have turned 117 later on this month. A 115-year-old British woman is now considered the world's oldest person. Steve Cathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Yeah, for some reason or another, you sound a little taller on radio.
AM